Let's talk in more detail, shall we, of that big game between Arsenal and Liverpool. Reminder how things look in the Premier League. 5 points separate them. Both teams going in different directions, really, over Christmas. A great run for Jurgen Klopp's side. Meanwhile, the same can't be said for Mikel Arteta. The bookies have Arsenal, though, as favourites going into this tie. They feel that home advantage will pay dividends. And, of course, a reminder that we've got some FA Cup winners on our panel today. There you are. Steve is in black and white because it was so long ago.
Oh, wow. Yeah, cheers. Thanks for that.
Oh, okay. Kieran celebrating.
Pathé News.
Sorry?
Was that Pathé News?
People don't know what that is, Steve.
Oh, exactly.
Frank Leboeuf is angry because we didn't show a picture of him winning the cup, but there we are. Tough. You only won it once. I think, Lee, you won it 3 times
Twice.
Each?
3, yeah.
3?
Oh,
Yeah.
Frank said twice.
Frank won it once, you won it 3 times. There we go.
Not twice.
right.
I won it twice.
Yeah, all right, Frank, calm down.
Be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any World Cups? No. Right. Okay.
But you know what? Sometimes it's better to not have a picture. And I'm thinking about Stevie right now.
Wow.
Cheers, Frank.
There you go.
From the model Frank.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just remind you, shall we, of how these teams have got on over recent weeks. We, of course, saw them face off only a couple of weeks ago. Great game, wasn't it? Liverpool against Arsenal. 1-1 is how it finished in that tie. And at that stage, actually, we thought Arsenal would have the momentum going on for the rest of the season. Meanwhile, they've only won the once, actually, when these two teams have met in the last 5 games. So how does that affect everybody's predictions? Let's take a look at who everybody is going for. Kieran is going for his old... You going for Arsenal, Kieran?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going for Arsenal. Stevie's going for Arsenal. Frank's going for the draw. Why do you think Arsenal are going to win this, Stevie?
Well, because I'm convinced that it's not going to be Liverpool's first team.
Well, it definitely won't be because there's no Salah.
Yeah.
Szoboszlai's out.
Yeah. But, I mean, let's face it, if there was a cup final tomorrow, Gravenberch wouldn't play, Kelleher wouldn't play, I don't think Elliott would play, I mean, Kwanzaa I don't think would play. I think all those players are going to play in this game.
Right.
And the reason I think that is because Klopp's history in the third round of the FA Cup is he doesn't play the first team.
Right.
And I don't see it changing, particularly with the Carabao Cup semi-final coming Wednesday as well. And that's why I think you have to have Arsenal as favourites, because I think Arsenal's going to play the first team. You know, they've got 1 win in the last 6. Mm-hmm. You need to win games to get everybody going again. And this would be a great game for everybody at Arsenal to win. And that's why I think he'll play his first team. So that's why I don't think Liverpool will win this game.
What's gone wrong, Kieran, over the last couple of weeks?
I mean, listen, I feel like they've been on the back of some controversial results a little bit.
What was controversial in the Fulham defeat?
No, the Fulham defeat.
What was controversial in the West Ham defeat?
No, the Fulham, the ball going out. I think that really was, you know, the stem of the team and the brain of the team. And I think that when that's lacking a little bit, it can affect, you know, other areas of the pitch.
But still, you look at your stars, Saka. What's he done recently?
Yeah,
Odegaard's not performing. Martinelli.
Yeah, the front three, they haven't hit the heights that they did last season. And that's the difference, you know, that we see with the extraterrestrial players in Mo Salah. They don't let it go 2 or 3 games without scoring or affecting the game. But having said that, I think that's not why Arsenal aren't at the heights of last season. I think the biggest thing for me is Granit Xhaka. I think he just...
He's gone, Kieran.
No, I know,
He's
but
gone.
I'm just...
You spent 100 million on Kai Havertz.
You don't like Kai, do you?
I've got an opinion about Kai.
Actually, who does?
I just feel that, well, Craig would describe him quite well as a passenger. What does he add to this team? How does he make this team better?
Yeah, I think it's difficult because he came in at a time where Arsenal and probably Granit Xhaka had his best season, and he's tried to fill that hole.
I mean, look at Liverpool. You know, we're talking about Arsenal not being at their best. They were lucky against Liverpool. They get completely outplayed against Liverpool. And part of that reason was the middle of the park. He does nothing in the middle of the field to compensate. You know, you're talking about how well Xhaka did. Well, Xhaka did well because he did get forward, but I'll tell you what, he did a lot of work in the middle of the park defensively.
Yeah.
He can't do that job.
Yeah.
He can't do that job. And so as Craig said, he's a passenger, certainly in big games.
Yeah.
You know.
Mikel needs to work out still, you know, what his best position is. He's not a DM. He's not a DM.
But surely when you're making that acquisition, when you're buying someone with that sort of price tag, you already have a plan.
Yeah, but I don't think that he actually thought that, you know, for instance, Partey, I would have preferred Partey and Rice in the middle of the park, and I think that that's what originally he set out to do. But obviously, you know, we've been missing Partey for a while now, and I think that that's such a big miss for the boys this season. I think it looks completely different if he's in the team. And then you can afford to play Havertz further up the pitch and getting on the end of things. That's where, you know, I originally think that Mikel saw him. And, you know, he's had to fill in a little bit of a deeper
When you went
role.
back for the Arsenal-Brighton game, did you see Mikel again? Wasted some money there, didn't you?
What's the dog?
Listen, we're still only halfway through in the season.
Of course.
There's still a long way to go.
There's many more issues as well. But
Yeah, and I think games like tomorrow can, you know, listen, this is a bigger game for Arsenal than it probably needed to be.
Yeah.
But it is at home, and cup games at the Emirates can really shift the momentum of the club. So I'm optimistic for tomorrow.
Given the disappointment of last season, how much is that affecting the crowd and their attitude, given what's happened over the last few weeks?
Well, I mean, I went to the Brighton game and it didn't seem affected at all.
Right.
I thought the boys were brilliant. They were relentless in attack. The crowd were behind the boys. I didn't go to the West Ham game, but I imagine it was a slightly different atmosphere. But you know, from the Brighton game that I saw, it looks like the fans are still really behind the club. I mean, listen, when you're gonna if they've lost 2 on the bounce, and any big club, there's always a blow up in scrutiny when there's 3 losses on the bounce at any big club. So it is a big game tomorrow for Arsenal.
Frank, you're the only one who doesn't think Arsenal are going to win.
No, because I think it's not all black or white. You know, I would say that Arsenal needs to rebound, and they will. And I think Mikel Arteta is going to use the first team and all the big players. But I think Liverpool is going to rest some players, and they're going to, of course, miss Szoboszlai and Salah. So I would have said that. Liverpool would have the advantage if they would have played with the best team. So therefore, because they're going to miss some players, like 2-3 players, maybe he's going to rest all the players. I'm talking about Jurgen Klopp. I see a draw because Arsenal is struggling so much right now that I don't see them winning even against a lower efficient Liverpool team.